We have the equation f of x is equals to tan 3x cubed all over x raised to 4. In order to get the derivative, we will use quotient rules such as f of x is equals to g prime of f minus f prime of g all over g squared. We let our f tan 3x cubed and gx raised to 4. It will become x raised to 4, then the derivative of tan 3x cubed minus, copy the tan 3x cubed, and then we get the derivative of our g, which is x raised to 4 all over, we squared our g, which is x raised to 4. It will become x raised to 4, and then the derivative of tan 3x cubed will become sec squared 3x cubed. Then the derivative of 3x cubed will become 9x squared minus, just copy the tan 3x cubed, and then the derivative of x raised to 4 is 4x cubed all over x raised to 8. We can factor both equation by x cubed. It will become, our x raised to 4 will be cancelled out, just x, and then copy the sec squared 3x cubed, then 9x squared minus tan 3x cubed. Then we can cancel x cubed. It will become 4 all over x raised to 8. We can cancel x cubed from x raised to 8. It will become x multiplied by 9x cubed will become 9x cubed. Just copy sec squared 3x cubed minus 4 multiplied by tan 3x cubed will become 4 tan 3x cubed all over, it will become x raised to 5. So we have our equation f of x is equals to e raised to x cos 5x. So we will get the equation. First, we need to just copy the whole equation, such as e raised to x cos 5x, and then we will get the derivative of the exponent. We will use product rule, which is the derivative of our first term, which is x, times cos 5x plus, just copy the first equation, which is x, and then we get the derivative of cos 5x. And then we will now get the derivative. So just bring down the e x cos 5x, and then the derivative of x is 1 times cos 5x plus, just copy the x, and then the derivative of cos 5x will become negative sine 5x times the derivative of 5x is 5. Then we will just combine the two equations. It will become 1 times cos 5x is equals to cos 5x minus, it will become minus, then 5 times x will become 5x. Just copy the sign 5x and copy the whole equation e raised to x cos 5x. So this is now the derivative of our exponential function. So we have y is equals to 5th root of x squared plus 2 all over x squared minus 1. Or we just can say that x squared plus 2 all over x squared minus 1 raised to 1 over 5. First, we need to get the ln of both sides. It will become ln of y is equals to ln of x squared plus 2 all over x squared minus 1 raised to the power of 1, 5. It will become, the 1 over 5 will become our coefficient. It will become ln of y is equals to 1 all over 5 ln of x squared plus 2 all over x squared minus 1. And then we will subtract both equations. We will get the ln of y is equals to 1 over 5 ln of our first equation will become x squared plus 2, then subtract copy the 1 over 5 ln of our second equation, x squared minus 1. And now we will get the derivative of both sides. Derivative d over dx, then we will put d over dx on the left side also. It will become 1 over y times y is equals to, just copy 1 over 5, and then the derivative of x squared plus 2, it will become 1 all over x squared plus 2, then the derivative of x squared, it will become 2x minus the derivative of ln x squared minus 1, it will become 1 all over x squared minus 1 multiplied by this derivative of x squared, it will become 2x. Then now we will transpose the 1 over y from the right side. It will become y prime is equals to 1 over 5 times y, and then multiply 2x from 1 over x squared to become 2x plus x squared plus 2 minus 2x all over x squared minus 1. And then now our y prime will become 1 over 5, and then we have the value of y, just copy the whole equation. It will become 5th root of x squared plus 2 all over x squared minus 1. Then we also copy the whole equation there to become 2x all over x squared plus 2 minus x squared, 2x rather, over x squared minus 1. First, we will draw a cylindrical shape there. Yes. And then we will color yellow the surface. And we have a diameter, the d, and then we have the height. So if we will cut the cylindrical in the center, we will have a rectangular shape with um, a width c is equals to pi d, and of course it has a height. First, we will get the area is equals to 2 pi d squared all over 4 plus um, length times width. We can cancel 2 from 4. It will become area is equals to pi d squared all over 2 plus our L is the h, height, times our width, the pi d, and we will get also the height where v is equals to pi d squared all over 4 times height. And then it will become area is equals to pi d squared all over 2. We will multiply h from pi d. It will become pi d h, where we can transpose h and cross multiply v. It will become 4v all over pi d squared. We have now the value of our h. It will become a is equals to copy pi d squared all over 2 plus pi d, and put the value of h, which is 4v all over pi d squared. Then now we can cancel the pi d, and over the pi d squared, it will become area is equals to pi d squared all over 2 plus 4v all over d. And from our given problem, we have the value of v, which is 11.5. And it will become now area is equals to pi d squared all over 2 plus 4 times our value of v, which is 11.5 times d raised to negative 1. And now we will get the derivative of both sides. It will become d of a is equals to pi all over 2 times the derivative of d squared, 2d times d of d, plus we will multiply 4 into 11.5, it will become 46. And then we get a derivative of d raised to negative 1. It will become negative 1 times d raised to negative 2, and then the derivative of d. Then it we cancel 2 from 2. It will become d of a all over d of d is equals to pi d minus 46 all over d squared. And then we let our d of a over d of d is equals to 0. So our equation now is pi d squared minus 46 all over d squared is equals to 0. Then we will multiply pi d from d squared. It will become pi d cubed minus 46, and then is equals to 0. And then we will transpose 46 to the right side. It will become pi d cube is equals to 46. It will become positive. And then we will divide both sides by pi. It will be cancelled out, and then d cube will remain is equals to 46 all over pi. To get rid the cube, we need to get the cube root of both sides, and it will be cancelled out, and d is equals to 2.446 meter.